All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second World Warrior Fighters Dojo Capcom Cup 2025 World Warrior Regionals here going on. Sorry about that. Hey, so it's here Raihan joining me for commentary here this time on the desk. How you doing?
Arjun. I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing all right.
Okay.
So yeah, we've got top 16 coming up soon today. Here is the bracket. You're playing later too, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I will be playing in losers round 2. But so far, for winners, we have Anik, DevilSim, Noobrito, and Prince. It's Bachamia versus Raihan, and Tony versus Puptart. And in losers, I believe we still have to find out who's. It's Ace, me, GrassFed, and Whitey. Sorry about that.
Yeah, so we have that on the board. So you're going to be facing Gopshop later on, right? Or no, it's Gopshop. Oh, yeah, you gotta. Okay, I guess I see what's up. My bad.
Yeah. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for the first 4 matches to be done, and then I'll find out who my opponent is.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So Bacha and Raihan, you see, you're gonna be facing the opponent who wins from there. Okay. All right. So the first match today is gonna be Anik versus DevilSim, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yes, you're right. So I don't see any surprises so far in the top 16. It's the same old names, as far as I can tell. But it'll be exciting to see how these players have adapted their game, to fight their opponents. Because I think it's been happening since the first World Warrior in 2023. We've been seeing the same names, and it's been a similar result. But hopefully we'll get to see something new today.
Yeah, everyone's always looking to shake up the standings and shake up the final result, as it were, right? I'm pretty sure a lot of us here are hungry to, prove themselves this tournament here. So, yeah, some upsets going on today from what I hear, and everyone's preparing new strategies. At least from what I can tell. Puptart has been playing Elena recently, I think. He has been letting people know that he has a JP in the back pocket for certain encounters as well. Bachamia, from what I hear, isn't looking really favored with Luke right now. He just, he wants to commit to Akuma, I guess. Has DevilSim been playing Geef,
Not lately. So far, I've seen him playing a lot of Guile, and then sometimes he goes back to his, good old Sim. But you never know what he's gonna pull out against Anik, because I believe Anik has been playing Bison this tournament. So
Oh, okay. He's been doing Bison this time. I see. Looks like he hasn't been. I don't know. Like maybe he's not as comfortable with Chun-Li as before, or maybe he's just swapping around like he does from World Warrior to from regional to regional now and then, for the for every World Warrior. So we've got who else? Noobrito, right? So I'm pretty sure he's still gonna be playing Ken. Right. So I guess we're gonna have the first match coming up soon. Let's see if there's any updates about that.
I don't think they've said anything yet, so I think we should be going with Anik vs DevilSim right now.
Right. Yeah, last time Noobrito had an unfortunate power cut happen to him. Was unable to really continue in the tournament. Was showing a lot of promise from what I remember. And Bachamia had a strong set against Anik, but last round was he was unable to see it through to the end. And
I feel like Noobrito has been playing very well, the whole time. So far, I don't think he's had any problems. He's had a very good showing, and he's been constantly improving.
Yeah,
so hopefully we'll get to see what he gets to do today. And Puptart, I believe he was in the UK or something.
Yes.
Last time. So let's see what he's picked up from the other region, and hopefully we could see something new.
He tells me a lot about how people in the EU just, I'm just saying, other people's words, not mine. Like people are like really crazy over there, play like really wacky or something. Always like to keep you guessing and be unpredictable and stuff. So yeah, I like to see. To be honest though, Puptart has been a very well-rounded player lately. He understands a lot of the unpredictable elements, as well as the solid, more interactive with your opponent kind of elements as well on the other side. So I can't wait to see what he has to show for us in the tournament. And as for Prince, go on.
I feel like he was already a pretty solid player, and then just getting to play new people in the EU, it might have broadened his mindset about how to play the game. So I feel like that will be a very big positive for him, and we'll get to see that against Tony, I believe he's playing, right?
Yeah. So his knowledge and mind games have both improved very significantly, rapidly, I should say. You can't wait to see there. And as for Tony, he has been playing a lot of other characters like Akuma, whatnot, to broaden his horizons maybe a bit. Last time Prince played a fair bit of DevilSim, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I mean, Prince, he keeps switching characters. He can't sit still with one character because he likes to experiment and play around. But I feel like his top 3 so far have been Blanka, Guile, and DevilSim. I don't think he's played anyone else, at least in tournaments. So you never know what you'll get to see, and he could just switch it up mid-set.
Oh, guess we'll find out soon. Yeah, and he does like to swap around characters a fair bit mid-set. That is true. So there's been like more Manon players lately, from what I could tell. Hearts, I think, though, got eliminated.
Let's get these missions. Round 1. Fight.
He would have lost either way.
Alright, Anik whiffing the stand light kick, trying to perhaps get some reactions out of his opponent. It tends to be his default go-to every now and then when things seem a bit slow. Okay, the flash kick gets scouted out. Anik planting one more bomb over there into the level 3.
This is possibly the reason why he wanted to play Guile, so that he could have one more defensive option, because DevilSim just has to take pressure the whole time. But this is not working out for DevilSim, sadly.
Ooh, the chip from the Psycho Crusher. Alright.
Pretty oppressive, I'd have to say. Maybe DevilSim is just testing out like how Anik's playing, and that he'll try to counter his playstyle in this match, but we'll have to do it.
Ooh, the parry recovery down back gets crushed there. The bomb. DevilSim not really taking any major risks when the bomb is on him. Anik once again with the pressure. The drive reversal gets blocked.
Well, so they try to play as defensive as possible, but Anik sadly isn't giving him a chance.
Let's see what's going on over here. He does not bite on the Shadow Rise. Once again, DevilSim in the corner. The standing heavy kicks from S-Ionic, combos. Okay, this time the drive reversal does work.
It's just mine after mine for Anik. As soon as he gets a hit, he makes sure that he lands a mine so that he can continue his pressure even more.
Anti-air parry, not plus enough there.
Nice grab check by DevilSim.
Anik inching forward, yeah. Tense for a second and then they both jump together, you know? Alright. Like, right.
I like that these two aren't pressing buttons recklessly. They're being very careful with what button to press, and I think this might be it for DevilSim. They were playing very calculated.
To me, for a second, it looked like DevilSim was trying to walk back in a way, trying to perhaps bait out the slide, maybe from S-Ionic there. I mean, DevilSim walking back, but S-Ionic really not biting there. He doesn't have to. Has the health lead and everything, and that is it for S-Ionic winning the FT2 against DevilSim's Guile. Soon, here we go. It is the Ken versus Blanka as we've intuited. Oh wow.
EX ball, they're playing very... Noobrito playing very passive, not doing too much. Never mind. I was waiting to see for the first half, but then, you know, start with the crouching medium drive rush.
Yeah, man waited for a chance to get in there, I guess. Oh, cross-ups.
I feel like this is one good thing that Blanka has. Like, even if you put him in the corner immediately, he can just, like, jump out.
Hard to keep him caged in, for sure.
Definitely.
Alright. So, heavy kick. Ooh.
Oh,
Drops. Yeah, he had the drive gauge for any kind of conversion too there. So... Ooh, alright. Yes, Prince read the throw there, while it caught the backdash from Noobrito. Alright, that fake rainbow ball.
Thing to do.
Yeah.
Back, EX ball. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, you're still safe.
Yeah, the jump back part of it makes it feel especially like a violation of some sort. I don't know. It's like this guy jumped away and still did an anti-throw move like that. Alright, Noobrito got some pressure going on over here. Prince once again, this time actually beating the throw. Get up dash. Alright, level 2.
I feel like you definitely push Noobrito into burnout and then see what can happen. Noobrito, not sure. He could just go for the chip and kill him, but he went for the right mix-up.
Alright, that's 2 rounds real quick. Prince with 1 game on the board. Noobrito looking to get his own short.
I'm hoping for Noobrito's sake that he, you know, got some data in the first round because, you know, Blanka has to be unpredictable as always.
Yeah, for sure. So on some aspects, you might even have to read ahead, so to speak, right? Like, watch out for their adaptation, like, to sort of try to, like, you know, scout it out ahead. But, you know, it's not always the best, you know, like, it's always like a hard read when you do that. Anyways, so coming back, Noobrito gets, okay, the neutral jump shimmy. Oh, that has to be a drive rush misinput there on his part, unfortunately for Prince.
Definitely, I think he could have killed there, and hopefully this doesn't cost him the round.
Noobrito
defensive now, he's not doing too much.
Yeah, he has the drive gauge to end it in 2 hits if need be. Prince gets checked on the hop there. Noobrito perhaps trying to bait an EX GP from Prince over there. Ooh,
nice.
Alright.
Grab.
Yeah, Blanka's light ball can sometimes be equivalent to something like a dash-up grab.
Yeah, you have to really be ready for it, you know. It...
Absolutely. Okay, alright. Gets out with the rainbow ball once again. Prince this time surely seems to be ahead of Noobrito in many aspects.
Yeah, but you never know if you give Noobrito, you know, playing long enough. I feel like he will finally catch on to what's going on. So I feel like Prince needs to finish this as fast as he can.
So far, the light Blanka balls into the grab has been working out for Prince. Okay. Oh, once again with the input error. I do hope it's not too much lag going on this front.
Hopefully not, because this has been the third.
Ooh.
I feel like the third time he could have killed.
Alright, that is the conversion that seals the deal, and Prince has secured the FD2 in his name. Noobrito.
Thinks that Prince needs to work on, because I feel like those 2 chances that he gave Noobrito, that could have been very bad for him. Because he was right about to kill Noobrito, but then he missed a combo. I think it was Drive Rush that he
one button supers. You know what? I'll finish that story later. We've got Bachamia versus Raihan on the screen right now.
And he did go with Jury.
Right, stand heavy kick. So stand heavy kick can be used to set up some kind of spacing traps, or trying to get some data on your opponent. All right. So Bachamia mostly answering back with fireballs. Try to drive rush over there.
Yep, they're not doing too much, just trying to feel what the other player is gonna do.
Okay, gets an anti-jump and heavy punch over there.
Now the offense starts, let's see what he can do. Oh, great crosscut by Raihan.
Yeah, Raihan tried to go, he went for the light DP ender over there, so that's sort of like, there's a timing you can use to drive rush to stop your opponent's DP from coming out. I think it was the +12 knockdown sort of situation that some characters have. Alright, back throw by Raihan. He is in burnout though. Has to fight his way up. Sorry, Raihan got ate the back throw up. Sorry about that.
He's in burnout, but I guess DI shouldn't be too much of a concern. But
that is a lock.
Okay, that was a lock.
Alright. And that throw seals the deal. Raihan was patient in burnout. Did not go down over there. Both sides almost at level 3. Clean conversion from the crouching jabs into the heavy DP. Alright.
Nice drive by Raihan baiting the DP.
That was a really good punish on the DP by Raihan. Did not do drive rush. Started off still rather somewhat optimal. Great. Forward HP there. So Bachamia has work cut out for him on his adaptations. A lot of strings being started off of jabs. Raihan was even fishing with crouching jab, crouching medium kick. That string works really well from punish counter on certain throw tech options. Alright. Bacha trying to get back some space, but unfortunately unable to.
I like how Raihan isn't really, doing anything fancy. He's playing it simple, using drive rush to use the plus frames to pressure him.
Yeah.
Sadly, he
pretty
went
much
to burnout, but I think he should be fine.
That was a modern dive kick over there, but here Bachamia gets the DI on him. Is this the end? No super spent. The chip should be in the cards. Alright, Raihan unwilling to spend any super trying to salvage that round because he's just entered burnout. Chances of him making it out alive are very slim.
It was smart play by Bachamia. He only used fireballs to pressure Raihan and get the chip kill.
Leveraged the drive gauge really well there. Work out for him.
I like these heavy kicks that Raihan's throwing out. He doesn't really make it whiff. He does it accurately and it always hits. So Bachamia wants to, just punish that.
Yeah, Raihan is barely ending any strings or like buffering into medium to a score. Akuma is one of those characters can really easily punish with stand light kick from certain ranges that, like, let's say a third of the characters are unable to in this game. Alright, so throw once again. With punish, crouching medium kick off the jump. Or Bachamia seems somewhat unsure of himself at the time being. Drive rush, heavy kick off of the DRC. Was he trying to catch some kind of backdash? Unsure.
Possibly. Raihan is playing very very defensive, not doing too much. Just trying to play footsies.
Alright, this should be it. Into the 3 Fuhas.
Oh, I think.
Not even necessary. Yeah.
I think that should be the kill, yeah. Great
Yeah.
combo by Raihan. We'll see Modern. The damage nerf that people say Modern has, it doesn't really do much.
Right.
It can still deal massive damage, and maybe it's because Akuma has low health, but you know. Great job
Yeah.
by Raihan.
In general, like Jury is not slacking in the damage department. Like if she stores her Fuha, if she spends her Fuha stores, she still gets more out of that.
Okay, let's see.
It is Elena versus Manon.
He
Right.
did stick with Elena. Or all the way up to Ultimate Master, so he definitely has been playing a lot of Elena.
Going for the overhead there. I want to see if Tony brings out the dash command grab or something. Like when he does that overhead from far away, he tends to, you know, want to do that to condition you for grabs, dash up or drive rush or otherwise. All right, perfect parry there. Both of these players are really cracked at perfect parry, by the way. And I'd even say they pride themselves on it. Okay, that over there was too close. Puptart still very high on the life speed. EXGP pretty early.
I like how Puptart's playing cautiously. He's not trying to stay too close to Manon. Always going back and fishing with his medium punch.
Always wary and cautious about a stray command grab that might come his way. From the looks of things. Okay.
And micro roll mix up.
Yeah, those sways coming into play here. From the back dashes as well.
I like how Puptart is fully using his long range normals. Trying to keep Tony away as much as possible, not trying to get in the range of a command grab.
Tony once again with the overhead. Refusing to stop using that. Parry gets grabbed. And that DI from Puptart lands with devastating force.
That's the first sort of YOLO thing he did. He's been playing very calculated.
Right.
Very wary of his range.
That's so bad. Like move over there, and that EXGP does not find its mark. Tony gets a medal on the board. Goes for a delay there, perhaps respecting Puptart's EX options, the reversals over there. Nice TP from Puptart, catching the neutral jump.
I feel like Tony might be giving Puptart a little too much range, letting him get away a lot, and Puptart just loves to, you know, pull out his long range normals to catch him.
Yeah, trying to go for those backwards Sobat move. I think it looks like the Sobat from Guile, but it's pretty busted. Has a sick disjoint from what I know. Alright, that DI.
Back to Puptart.
Tony is definitely DI heavy, speaking as someone who's DI heavy themselves. Yeah. Like, so if you start the DI conversation with him, he will reply back to you at some point or another. Alright, Puptart pressuring very heavily, but does get caught by the cross up over there. The level 2.
That was
Here.
unfortunate. I feel like if Tony could just block there and he kept him in the corner, it could have been so much worse for Puptart.
Ooh. Very close drive rush there. Sends the CA, gets a healthy chunk of drive gauge back, gets Puptart near burnout. This could be... Ooh, alright, Tony has one drive rush in store. Does not get the kill. Probably... Ooh! Tony making a statement over here. You brought up the DI conversation. I know where to hide them. Alright. Puptart seems... This is one of those cases where I bet you didn't think I'm gonna do it again, right? It's one of those cases. And yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Tony's like, you know, gonna bring it out again. But okay, so Puptart constantly getting chipped on the drive gauge. Going back. Tony seems to have found a new fire. But here, a knockdown for Puptart into the grab.
That heavy punch. That forward heavy punch is very punchable. Sadly, Tony can't get a limb on that.
That normal is really great from Elena. Gets you some distance. Yeah. Right. Constantly inching back and forth here. That command grab comes in. Nice check, but unfortunately no conversions over there. Tony seems to be
patience. Tony not doing too much, not going in with the driver like crazy.
Reads the shimmy with the wake up command grab. 4 medals on the board. Whipping stand light kick. Get Puptart to fight over there. Puptart does have Tony in the corner though. It is Mixed City, and there is the wake up level 3 from Tony.
This is a very dangerous game for Puptart now. I think 2 more command grabs will kill him, and he has to be very careful about what he does now and how he plays.
There comes the overhead, the conditioning coming into play.
Oh, empty jump. I think he was going for an empty jump command grab or something.
Perhaps there. Okay. Reversal. Get off me. Tony just 1 more command grab perhaps away from winning, and the DI is there. Oh, it does drop. Tony, unfortunate over there. That's gonna be a chip.
That's so unfortunate for Tony. He had that game.
Yeah, for sure. That drop was quite unfortunate. Tony does get 5 medals on the board now. Perhaps trying to elicit some kind of knee-jerk reaction from Puptart. Puptart gets the target combo conversion off. The overhead. Perfect parry attempt by Tony. Ooh, whiff punish.
Finally, that was a great punish by Tony.
Puptart mashes on wake up there. Works out well for him. Tony perhaps trying to catch some kind of delayed button option over there.
It must be so annoying being a Manon player, knowing that you can kill him in 1 command grab, but you just can't land it.
Ooh.
And never mind.
Speaking of command grabs, the reset off of the stand medium punch. Well then. Alright. So Tony sticking to his guns on the Manon and coming out triumphant there. It was a 2-game comeback, right? Guess we're getting into the game here. DevilSim versus Whitey on the Elena. Alright.
And he did stick with Elena. I feel like Elena's rolls do throw kind of a wrench in Guile's fireball game. But let's see how Whitey plays it. Oh! Very oppressive very quickly.
Light strings into the rolling attack up there. Right, drive rush, crouching, medium punch. Strong option by Guile.
I don't know if... I'm pretty sure that was not on purpose, but I like the knee-jerk reaction that you have when you see a throw whiff. You can't help but whiff a throw yourself.
It's, you know, the associative machinery up there. You know, you think throw, you do throw. You see throw, you do throw. That sort of deal. And sometimes it's just timing. You know, sometimes some people get lucky and just whiff a throw and get a shimmy off of that. You know, it's the dirtiest shimmy in the world. But hey, if it works, it works. Whitey once again has DevilSim in the corner. This time the neutral jump gets scouted out by the EX flash kick. Caught out there. DevilSim not committing to a throw when he sees the parry. Ooh, slide.
Oh, good pressure by Whitey, but he backs off.
Yeah, playing a hit and run, get in, get out game, but DevilSim still seems to be getting the life lead, unfortunately for Whitey. Is that gonna be? Oh, no conversion. Saves, but super. Oh my God, 2 resets.
Being very greedy, Whitey. I don't know if he missed level 1 or he just didn't want to do it. But I would call that very greedy. That could have gone horribly bad.
Whitey is a betting man for sure off of that. Like, I would understand if he had the, if he had the first round in that game, but Yeah, alright. So, as DevilSim in the corner, Whitey still mostly doing light buttons to meaty. DevilSim from the looks of things.
Oh, great. Great left punish. Getting very close to that.
Tries to go for a shimmy, but DevilSim does not even bite or whiff punish to answer there. Whitey should get the level 3, and that is it for the first game.
This could be some matchup inexperience on DevilSim's part. Not playing a lot of Elena's online, he might not know exactly what the range of Elena is. Because I feel like Whitey got him with the crouching medium punch a lot in that game.
Sure. And that advancing button from Elena, it honestly seems to do as much, if not more, than like what Guile's Sobat does. And right, has him in the corner once again. DevilSim once again in the blender, looking to jump out. No anti-air from Whitey. Rolls through, but does get answered from DevilSim, looking significantly more comfortable.
I think this should be it.
The second game, right?
DevilSim not as greedy as Whitey, sorry.
Right.
The level 1 rep to get the round.
Certainly seems to be getting a handle on things, DevilSim here. And really, it's one of those things where if you're unsure about how or where the roll has anti-fireball properties, it can affect your mental stack a bit, right? That uncertainty, that nervousness can wear you out, can exhaust your mental resources. Alright, EXDP to check the drive rush from Whitey.
Oh, nice special by Whitey. That's unfortunate. I don't think that was a counter. He could have reacted with the DR of his own or just blocked it.
Perhaps he missed out on the cancel window that happened, right? Or like, maybe you pressed it too early. That could push to it. In the case that it's one of those cases where, you know, you do the button and then you DI after you're done with the recovery.
That is possible. That is possible. You do kind of have to mash the DI. Oh, that's a weird choice.
The slide did not work out.
Yeah. I'm not sure that slide.
Oh, nice whiff punish. Gets the Guile overhead in the whiff punish over there. Overhead once again, this time from Whitey. EX Fireball from DevilSim. When Guiles spend meter readily on EX Fireballs, you know they're panicking. They really want you to stay away. And, ooh. In this case, it does work out. Okay. Alright. Trade over there. Nice. Cool parry. DevilSim. Ooh, that could have... Instead of going for flash kick, DevilSim could have entered it there, I think. If he went for a typical punish, but really doesn't matter in the end as he does get the round.
I feel like he just wasn't sure which special is gonna come out, so he just let it rock. He's gonna beat whatever is coming anywhere.
Right. Matchup inexperience can do that to a person. DevilSim, one more round for him. Anti-air parry works up on that front. Whitey still looking to get some drive gauge back, but still struggling.
DevilSim seems to be a lot more in control now. He's a bit scared to throw Sonic Booms full screen because of Elena's rolls.
Yeah. Seems to have a handle on the timings and spacings over here.
He keeps catching Whitey pressing some button. Oh. Unfortunate. That is the thing with Guile's fireballs. They are slow enough that once he does it, he can recover and then punish the roll, which he did right there. So great win for DevilSim.
Advancing options. Noobrito does like to fish for, you know, he does try to bait wake up reversals with the run option from Ken now and then. So a lot of this will come down to patience, I think, if GrassFedGamer has to win.
I feel like it will also come down to experience. Noobrito has been a part of many top 8s now, and GrassFedGamer, if he wins it, could be his first top 8, so there's definitely that pressure that it's on him
Alright,
So
pass
hopefully he
up
doesn't
there.
crack under it.
Ooh, reset into Shokugeki.
I don't know if that's a meaty Hashogeki setup, but that was pretty cool to see. And nice pressure by GrassFedGamer.
Oh, a meaty miss from Noobrito.
Oh, shimmy attempt into the throw afterwards.
The crouching light cut kicks paying dividends for GrassFedGamer over here. Already upsetting expectations.
He
Seems to be
Noobrito on his toes, but maybe Noobrito is just seeing how his opponent plays.
right. Could be gathering data, but it could be GrassFedGamer. All right. So gets out of the corner there.
That's an unfortunate cross-cut miss.
Ooh, what a reset. I'm not sure exactly what that was. Clean read on the EXGP, baiting it out smoothly. Noobrito seems to be a bit nervous. No walk-up attempt there to get a throw on that parry attempt.
They both seem to have dominated their respective rounds, so I think it could go either way. That almost seemed deliberate, the throw whiff.
Ooh, the throw whiff over there, this time from GrassFedGamer. Noobrito walking back to make the throw whiff happen. Ooh, that should be it for GrassFedGamer to win. Noobrito with an uncharacteristic drop.
I hope everything's alright on their end, because these are some very uncharacteristic things that we've seen from Noobrito and GrassFed. Noobrito missing his meaties and his DPs.
Yeah, could be
Not
some
really
delay or rollback situation on the frames end there.
Possible. But it could just be the pressure of getting into top 16, top 8.
Yeah. Noobrito has, I would say, had, you know, certain issues with tilt before. There are things that, oh wow, clashed with the Hashogeki on the fireball. Noobrito this time does have the mental awareness and the presence of mind to grab that parry attempt. Now, GrassFedGamer playing a bit slower. Noobrito trying to get some ground, does get some drive gauge damage on the board. Inching forward bit by bit on the walk and block.
Oh, a lot of stray buttons from both the players,
Yeah.
not really catching anything, but it's a good combo by Noobrito to get the round.
To be honest, those buttons whiffing over there does seem to indicate some kind of delay or rollback situation going on there, right? Because, alright. Lower. Right. That's gonna be. Ooh! The back throw from there just worked out well for GrassFedGamer, but really, Noobrito seems to be cashing out over here with. Oh no, the combo drop. Noobrito now in burnout is in serious trouble. Inching forward bit by bit. The level 3 does whiff.
That's so unfortunate. I believe it was Prince was also having a similar issue with missing combos, and now it seems to be like he passed on that thing to Noobrito. I did not expect him to miss a combo like that.
Yeah, the crouching medium punch does not lead to that conversion because it's too far away, right? And if he had that button with standing heavy punch, maybe it could have worked, right? Right. So Noobrito, okay, the Hashogeki does not land on anything, but Noobrito does not get anything there. But here the sweep does get punish countered. Noobrito not really attempting a crosscut there. GrassFedGamer with the -2 EXGP eats a back throw. Noobrito heavy kick does do some drive chip, whiffing on the heavy punch. No crosscut once again. This time the tech does come into play. Noobrito cashing everything out, does go for the level 2. This will not kill. Now, does Noobrito play it safe now, looking to get his drive gauge back, or does he try to go for that one final hit?
One combo from GrassFedGamer could end it all, but that's an unfortunate jump right there. Noobrito gets the DP.
Yeah, this time the DP was there. GrassFed did try to jump out twice in the corner, successfully I should add. This time the sweep does get answered. GrassFedGamer with the EXDP, but at a massive deficit in terms of the drive gauge. Lead over here. Noobrito in chipping away at the life lead does seize it for himself.
Great heavy kick and a good combo to keep in the corner.
Well, hell then. The pressure was too much for GrassFed to hold over there. Did have the level 1, but unable to react to the DI with it. And Noobrito seems to be a lot more in control, seem to have regained his composure here.
Yes, he definitely seems to have found his footing, being a lot more aggressive and catching a lot of buttons. Not letting GrassFedGamer do too much, keeping him defensive in the corner.
Ooh. Now those cross-ups have worked out really well for GrassFed a fair bit. Okay, the EXCP does land this time. GrassFed absolutely being stubborn with them, refusing to let Noobrito be comfortable on his own plus frames, but perhaps it was a delayed button attempt there, but GrassFedGamer does back throw. Gets the Denjin charge on.
Oh,
And
this might be it.
that is it, you're right.
Great catch by Noobrito, but not letting that spray hit get away, immediately confirming into a combo to kill.
I have to say though, GrassFedGamer with a strong showing over there. Definitely leveled up a fair bit from the past, from the looks of things. But Noobrito does regain his composure, and as you said, get his footing back in the game, got his head back in the game. Seems to have exploited GrassFedGamers in the chat. Love to see it. And so let's go. It's B-Hunt versus Bacha Mia. Neutral jump there from B-Hunt. And Bacha seems to be attempting a parry on that front. Playing it slow, playing it cautious and safe. B-Hunt tries to get a reset going, but does get prepared once again. This time the perfect parry attempt works out for Bacha Mia, I should say. Gets the EX Adamant Flame in the corner. This is massive damage, while Akuma does get to regen a fair bit of drive. That seems to have, maybe not a misinput from B-Hunt, but certainly... Ooh! B-Hunt unable to really punish that missed demon flip. Gets caught out on the drive rush from the fireball. B-Hunt looking to get in, perhaps trying to bait some options out from Bacha Mia, but Bacha Mia's EX Fireball does land and secure the round for himself. The check on the drive rush from the jabs. Cool shimmy, Bacha Mia cool as a cucumber. Paying on the offense. Shimmy once again, Bacha Mia catching the delay text from B-Hunt. Dive kick. One more guess, and well, the shimmy does come out. Bacha Mia does not catch it, but the late perfect parry attempt from B-Hunt does get grabbed. So Bacha Mia, regardless, winning out that encounter. Forward heavy punch from Bacha Mia. Akuma. B-Hunt has to consider bringing out options like the wake up EX headbutt or supers perhaps. Still teching very consistently B-Hunt over here. Ooh, the command grab whiffs, and that should be the round for Bacha Mia. B-Hunt on his last foot here. Has to show something meaningful over here. Win this convincingly in order to stay alive for the duration of the set. EXGP off of the minus situation by Bachamia, going for those neutral jumps, perhaps looking to cash out with something juicy on those delay techs shown by E.Honda. Stand medium punch coming into play, E.Honda showing some signs of life. Does get converted on over here. The grab coming in once again. Not checking anymore. E.Honda does get the punish on that level, on that EXGP on Wake Up. Bachamia perhaps a bit too greedy near the end, should find a KO from E.Honda. Now, E.Honda does stay alive. Good patience on the man. We're coming back here, but here he gets perfect parried on the Honda butt slam. The body splash traded with the jab from Akuma? I don't think I've seen that before. Perfect parry attempts once again. This time the air-to-air normal lands. Forced knockdown does lead to a conversion for E.Honda. E.Honda does drive brush into the neutral jump over there. And the button. Bachamia does have a big fat conversion ready to go with the level 3 and the drive gauge lead. E.Honda unable to really try to. This should be a massive amount of damage, I believe. No level 2 spent over there. E.Honda does burn out. Bends that drive gauge, unfortunately. Perhaps a bit too. Ooh, there we go. Let's go, E.Honda. Neutral jump. Button does catch out the advancing normal from Bachamia. E.Honda showing signs of life, saying he will not go quietly into the night, showing signs of life yet. But Bachamia gets momentum in the third game by putting E.Honda in the corner. No grab on the parry this time, but the parry is there for the butt slam. Anti-air parry once again. E.Honda looking to make that damage back. That neutral jump has been paying dividends against that demon flip that I mentioned in the pre-game. Looks like this has been something of a response, a reaction on the part of E.Honda, but here the dropped punish by Bachamia is quite unfortunate. E.Honda with the command grab. Crouching medium kick does land. The grab, it's a guess for a game situation on both sides. Bachamia with the plus frames does not get to punish with a shimmy there. The EX headbutt by E.Honda comes in clutch. The check, but no big conversion there by Bachamia. Neutral jumps coming in from E.Honda, perhaps trying to bait out the DP as he did to me many moons ago. Bachamia comes in with the overhead this time, looking to make up for himself being on the back foot, like coming back with all this momentum. Trying to run a steamroller here. Will he get the perfect? It is yet alive. The dream there. The demon flip does land this time. Bachamia almost out of drive gauge though. E.Honda though perhaps at 1 health in terms of hits remaining to go. Nothing to do with the plus frames there. Both sides showing each other respect, but the forward medium kick. The resto snap kick from Bachamia's Akuma coming in there. Ooh, the button does catch out. The attempt there to perhaps jump. Or by E.Honda getting caught out with the cross up is in the corner. Goes for the perfect parry attempt. Bachamia inching away a bit, giving E.Honda some space, perhaps wary of a jump out attempt. E.Honda with the life lead does land a crouching medium kick, I believe. That should be a level 3 there for Bachamia, looking for the drive gauge lead, while E.Honda has his work cut out for him. No wake up level 3 there from E.Honda on that side of things. Constant neutral jumps by B-Hunt, looking to elicit some kind of response out of Bashamiya perhaps there. Bashamiya lets him gather all of his drive gauge back. And there, B-Hunt with the game-winning conversion off of the stand medium punch, I believe. Well played, B-Hunt. Absolutely held your cool together there. And, you know, emerged triumphant. Bashamiya unable to continue off of there as B-Hunt does catch him out. The neutral jumps definitely seem to have played a role in that mental stack game, and congratulations, B-Hunt, on making it into top 8 out of nowhere. If you've only got one game left in the bank at a certain point, really, right? So it is going to be the end from Ace, and Elena is being stuck to by Puptart.
I feel like Puptart definitely has an advantage on the character matchup. I'm not sure about the player matchup because I don't know if they've got the time to play each other in ranked or in custom room.
I do believe Puptart has lost to Ace once in the past. Last year's first World Warrior tournament, right?
I think he did. But back then it was an Ed mirror.
Yeah, it was an Ed mirror back then.
And this is after Puptart's Europe training arc, so let's see what he does now.
Yeah. Oh, the score seems to be making some kind of prediction over here.
You know,
Alright.
the production team's already ready with the scores.
Yeah, they got a crystal ball, you know, back there somewhere. Perhaps. Anyways, Puptart once again has Ace in the corner, does not attempt any sort of crosscut. Puptart very patient there, but Ace turning the tables. Gets a grab on the punish counter attempt. Puptart trying to get something on that safe jump. Perhaps trying to steal a turn for himself, but really Ace not letting go of the pressure there. Puptart's super has been spent.
Well, I haven't played Ace myself recently, but you know, his Ed seems to be on point. He thought he might be rusty because he's playing Mariso or Ryu, but you know, it seems like he has been practicing.
Right, Flicker's coming in. That special has been nerfed since last year, where a perfect parry on it is treated like a button being perfect parried. But here, Ace with the whiff punish stand heavy punch, the boxer right cross.
Oh, I don't think that'll hit.
Whiffs. Ace with the conversion, making one less mistake when it counts. Alright, Puptart unfortunately tried to go for a really clutch conversion there, but does get air resetted on.
That was unfortunate. I thought I would have had the game, but it's, you know, Ace made the best out of what he got. He got the kill with that punish.
Sometimes that is what a tournament boils down to. Simply staying calm and not making the crucial mistake the opponent does. With Ace having one game on the board, the pressure is on Puptart to make sure he goes slow, takes it round by round if he wants to make a comeback and win the set overall. Ooh.
That was a
Good.
weird choice by Ace, and a really good, you know, awareness by Puptart to just grab the swing.
Yeah, there was an interaction last game where Ace held parry for a bit and tried to go for the drive rush, but Puptart sort of OS'd it with a grab, right? So I think Puptart is like in some ways also conditioned to react to drivers from that range with grab right now. But yeah, it is confusing what Ace did there for sure. Going back. Then medium kick whiffs. The slide is not in punishable range. No anti-air for Ace right there.
Great medium kick by Ace.
A sleek backdash to open the way up there for Ace.
Great punish and didn't waste any meter that he didn't have to. He just ended with a super one.
absolutely. Set point for Ace. Life lead for Ace as well, I believe. The grab there for Puptart has Ace near the corner. A few pushes, a few interactions, a few... Nope. Ace says no to all of that. But here, ooh! Denies the reset with the EXGP.
Ace does not care about his mix-up. He said, just let me play my game and stop rolling around in front of me.
You said it, brother. Alright. There is gonna be the drive chip right there for Puptart. Just needs to hang out a little bit. Ooh.
I think
that DI hit just on the tip right over there, I think.
Definitely.
And really, like same for the knockback. Really well calculated there by Puptart. Seems to have taken a page out of Tony's book right there, from the looks of things. Ooh, or stand medium kick into the flicker. Always a really cool looking string from Ed. Empty chop from Puptart. Perhaps looking to patch out some kind of perfect parry attempt. Not entirely sure there.
Oh, nice double DP.
Delayed flicker, paying dividends a bit for Ace. Knock up into the corner.
Should finish it off. Oh, didn't kill.
The shimmy, crouching medium kick was there. Puptart now at set point. Ace under the pressure very much to get around for himself so that he can be in the same position as Puptart. Puptart with the overhead mix has Ace in the corner.
Looking slightly bad for Puptart. Every button he's pressing seems to hit. And Ace doesn't really know what to do at this point.
Ooh, the reset is there, and Puptart with the perfect to close it out, making it into top 8. Alright, Puptart taking revenge from over a year ago, from what I can tell now. I don't think either of these players even care on that front. I'm pretty sure they just both wanted to win this set on whatever terms they had. It seemed like here Puptart seemed to have figured out Ace's offense for the most part. Perhaps found some autopilots over there. It seemed Ace was going for shimmies not on reaction but kind of on autopilot on some backdashes over there. At least that's what I saw. Tell me more about what you saw.
That is possibly what was happening. And you know, Puptart figured out what to do on defense, but sadly Ace couldn't do the same, which we could see in the last round. Every button that Puptart pressed seems to be working, and he got every hit possible. And you know, he took a perfect in the last round as well.
Yeah. Yeah, so the top 8 we have going into tomorrow's session is going to be Anik versus Prince, a classic. Then it's going to be Raihan versus Tony97. And in the loser's side, it's going to be DevilSim versus Noobrito. And then it's going to be E.Honda versus Puptart. Alright. I mean, best of luck to you tomorrow. It's going to be a lot to play with, I believe. Yeah, I can't wait to see how it shakes out tomorrow. I think it's been some changes this time. Batshamiya is actually on loser's side. In the past few World Warriors, even going into last year, it's been him coming out on winner's side, I believe. But yeah.
Oh, Batshamiya he's not in top 8 anymore. He's.
Oh right. My bad. I am tripping. I'm clearly tripping. Something is clearly off of there right now. Yeah, you did eliminate him. I don't know what's going on. Alright. So.
Puptart's taking his place now.
Yeah.
Puptart's taking his place. I don't think we've seen him in a top 8 since from last year. I think
yeah,
last year,
same
seen him in
there.
a top 8.
For sure.
So it'd be nice to see what he does. I don't think I was gonna play him in pools earlier, but I lost my very first match and went to losers immediately, so I didn't get a chance to play Puptart. So I guess I'll figure that matchup out tomorrow, and hopefully, I can recall what he's done in the matches today, and then hopefully it goes better for me than it did for his opponents today.
All right. So I think that is it from us on the casting desk. Unless production has anything else they want us to review. All right, that is us signing off for the night. Sorry for the slip-ups, but yeah, this is peace out for me.
Yeah. Thank you for coming to the stream, and I won't be here tomorrow, but Gupshop will be joining back, so you can enjoy his commentary again tomorrow.
Right. Yeah, it's been a pleasure commentating with you, though, for sure.
Yeah, it was definitely fun.
All right, I guess we'll see you tomorrow. Please do show up again tomorrow. All your viewership and everything helps us out a lot. See ya.